interesting things is that you've definitely moved away from the classic model of, well, 50% of all my advertising money is wasted, I don't know which, to we actually do have really, really good metrics. And in fact, that's coming back in a certain sense with privacy concerns and regulatory, things going. And obviously, you've had changes to your privacy policy and so on. Is that a concern for you? How are you, working with that? Because it seems like you're being very transparent. You're being open. You're really working hard to do that. But you're getting a lot of flack in the media and in government, obviously.
Yeah.
How are you addressing that?
Yeah. Well, I think so we've, for the most part, we've taken it very, very seriously how we've been able to roll out features that we think are good for advertisers, good for users, but also balance the needs of the users from a privacy standpoint. So I'll just say, Google, actually, we did not have a cookie on the AdSense network until we rolled it out after we acquired DoubleClick. I think it was 2008 that we actually wound up doing that. But when we did that in a way that was very, very privacy sensitive. And so we've always had like 3 main principles, which is like, first of all, control, that the users can opt out of it. The second is notification, and so that so that we actually said in the ads, these are the actual ads. This is like Google. If you want to find out more, this ad is served by Google. This is how we're serving the ads, and then the last is transparency. So what we enabled was we created this ads preference manager. And at the time, no other network had an ads preference manager, and no one else had the same notification levels that we did. And so what we found is that if we tell the users, these are the things that you're interested in, this is what we think you're interested in, you can opt out, or you can add more things to it, that the users, once they saw it, most of the time they were comfortable with it. And so we see, of the users that come to it, we see about the same number who actually add things. They're like, oh no, I'm not actually interested in adventure travel, you're wrong. I want to have luxury travel. Or like, how come Google doesn't know I'm interested in a market for a car? Let me add that. And so we see about the same number who actually add it as the ones who don't, as the ones who opt out. And so I think that there's always going to be a lot of balances that you need to have in this industry, but if you give the notification, the control, and the transparency, overall, then you can have a better experience.
It's funny, after the new attention to privacy policy change, people then started discovering the ad preferences page. And there was some amusement.
We put links to it everywhere,
but then
everywhere.
You had people going, but I'm a man, and you say I'm a woman, I'm this, and that sort of thing. But did you find people, when they would go to those pages, that would change them or opt out of them, or did you have any sense of, because you must have had an influx of new people looking at them.
I think as people come on, it's been generally consistent, where people look at it, they see what we see, and then they are, they can opt out, they can add things. And for the most part, we've seen users actually say, no, so once they see it, then they're usually comfortable with it. And if they're not, then they can opt out. And so one of the lessons I've taken away is a lot of this is new. And like all of us here, we're professionals. This is all we do. We do marketing, and probably a lot of people here in the room, but for most people, they don't really understand this. It's more complex. And so the more you can explain it in a really simple way, then more they can make the choices that are informed for them.